damn, that was a lot of information, and a lot of information I really want to talk to you about, which is probably going to take about like 2 videos before I get back into indulging back in the story. One, first of all, it's fantastic to see Jet again. It's so fucking good to see Jet again, and so good to see all of the primary cohort get all of the flowers by being designated SS rankings, or SSA rankings, which in terms of pretty much the rest of the real world in Shadow Slave is essentially just the highest prestige honor that any of them can necessarily get, which is saying a lot, because everybody who came back from the Forgotten Shore all got like pretty prestigious rankings from surviving a year in one of the deadliest places in the dream world. So that was fantastic to hear, and it's also really, really nice to see Sunny be in little brother mode for the first time. He's been kind of big brother mode in like everybody so far. It's been like his base form nature, including being a lot more isolated than everybody else. So him being hyper protective and hyper vigilant when it comes to Jet and her personality and everybody who treats her like kind of like shit was really, really nice to see. It's also just nice to see Jet again, you know, just a light-hearted but down-to-earth kind of person, has been a blissful taste of fresh air when it comes to like digesting the story. But for fuck's sake, we need to talk about the original cohort, like the fucking cohort of the Dream Realm. Because it mirrors our main cast so effortlessly, Smile of Heaven is just fucking Nephis. First of all, it's her mother for crying out loud, and the direct lineage of the Immortal Flame Clan. You can't get more Nephis than that, and it also doesn't help that her mother is hollow right now. I'm gonna make a whole other fucking video how I do not believe for a fucking second this woman is in a hollow state, but we will get to that another day. Alongside the idea that Nephis is currently separated from the main cohort of her own choosing, mirrors that quite well. Now, Broken Sword and Sunny. That's a lot of similarities, dog. I'm not fucking blind, I can read, cunt. Those two are the same, and I wouldn't be surprised because of their similarity how deeply in tune they are when it comes to just what they are as people, including their initial attraction and inevitable like connection to the Immortal Flame Clan. Also, I just want to point out the irony that Broken Sword really fits Sunny's whole like characteristic towards Nephis, the Smile of Heaven, or the Daughter of Smile of Heaven, being the blazing white pure light that can bring destruction and creation. If that's just not symbolism for God and his weapon, I don't know what the fuck is, people. And then obviously there's the main 3 names, which I didn't even fucking think about. I completely forgot about Asta, Vale, and Sung since the Sword of Iron 3. But those 3 are obviously meant to be Kai, Effie, and Cassie. Asterion just means fucking space. It's Greek. It's not hard to distinguish that being Cassie in her relationship to fate and the stars, or the manipulation of fate that the stars inevitably have in the universe, which is kind of like a universal concept in those stories. Kisong literally means song if we're taking like a bit more of a Japanese, I think it is, or is it Korean import of it, which is just Kai. And Anvil of Valor is just fucking Effie, and argue otherwise. And seeing all of this connection be like so deeply connected for one another is such a weird thing to witness in just generally. And I really do hope it's like a twisted inversion of everything, because I can't be dealing with Sunny being betrayed that immensely by your main cohort. And since we've already hanged about the connection to Kisong via C-Sun, and I wouldn't be necessarily surprised that Casta comes from the Anvil family side of things, if he is a part of like the main lineages, which I don't think he is technically. I think he's part of a minor clan, but still a part of a clan, so he still like is kind of important to everything. And because the main 3 sovereigns are definitely the antagonists, that would mean Cassie's connection to Asterion is a lot darker than I may like actually persuade myself it to being, which just might mean Asterion is the primary antagonist leading the story this point forward, with the main sovereign group being the primary antagonists of the story, or the antagonist group of the story, which would be a really fucked up inversion of everything, knowing how badly Cassie fucked up Sunny. So don't call me surprised if it comes out that Asterion is the primary person who did kill Nephis' father. But fuck me, that is a scary inversion of fate if I've got a view on it. Overall, wow, I've got so many fucking theories when it comes to Nephis' mother, or Asterion, like I already gave you my theory in that one, and where the plot's gonna be leading us from this point onwards. I do think Sunny's gonna be picking a destination to go inevitably, whether he has it with Jet or goes by himself, I don't necessarily know. Though if I have to pick a primary idea, he's probably gonna be being an independent source that helps the government for specifically the purposes of helping Jet. And I'm gonna keep reading, and if you wanna keep hearing my theories, go hit the follow button. 6K before the end of the year, we've only got a couple of days left, you know what to fucking do. Hit that button, baby!